Regarding all of us who make content, we all started off a lot worse than where we are now. For some, maybe our thumbnails were awful, maybe our commentary was mundane, or maybe we had some really bad and premature editing. Over time, however, we learned to improve and get better. And nowadays, we can be happy with the content we make while still wanting to get better over time. But is there a line when it comes to that? Can something be edited too well? What's going on, everyone? It's your favorite blue guy here, and today I'm gonna explain to you guys why I tend not to resort to hyper editing my videos. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe today. Let's hit 5K before the year ends. I'm also hosting a summer long rank giveaway, but look at the calendar, summer only has a few weeks left. Time's running out very quickly, so hurry! Click that annotation in the top right corner before it's too late. So, you may be asking yourself, what is hyper editing? Well, it's something a lot of higher tier Minecraft YouTubers plus those below who want to achieve that level tend to do on their videos. Familiar tropes found in hyper edited videos include tons of ADHD pleasing effects, giant subtitles that take up a quarter of the screen, and constant zoom-ins on the character. There are far more tropes that make up hyper editing, but essentially, when someone's personality is their editing, you have found hyper editing. The most common video type I see this in is montages, but I'll also find a lot of general Hypixel videos that also follow these methods. Now, I'm not saying that videos that are hyper edited are always bad or anything. On a technical level, I can't really say they're bad because technically they're very good most of the time. A lot of work typically goes into these types of videos. It's like a divisive movie. There are aspects that are great, but then you have your frustrations with other aspects keeping you from fully enjoying it. I've always tried to keep a more chill vibe with my videos. I edit them, absolutely. Editing is super important. A lot of my videos take several hours of work to put together, from writing out what I'm gonna say, to getting the gameplay, to piecing it all together, to photoshopping whatever I want to put in there, etc. I even experimented on certain videos, mostly for videos on my gaming channel, Sykese Games. It's a place for me to try things and see what sticks, and I'll sometimes include elements of hyper editing in those videos, just to see how it turns out. So I'm not completely objecting to it, but I want to explain why I personally will never fully commit to hyper editing a video on this channel, and I have a few reasons. Number one, I find it to be too much. Not just in how much longer it would take for videos to come out, but also just content-wise. Adding too many unnecessary transitions, effects, sound effects, etc. takes away from what I want the viewer to experience from the video, especially if it's a commentary about a specific topic. I don't want viewers to be left confused wondering what the point of the video I made was. I want them to leave with a clear, concise thought of, this is what he said. I may agree or disagree with it, but it is undeniable that this is what he said and why he posted that video. If I add a 3-second transition between every other sentence I say, or I add a bunch of motion blur, or I add other random things, that message will get less and less clear. There are videos where stuff like that would be fitting, but I don't feel like mine, at least on this channel, fall in that category. Number 2, it contradicts my personality. This will be a quick reason. For hyper editing to be really effective, you have to be kind of outgoing, loud, and showman-like. It fits well with the constant fast pace of the editing. I don't think it's too hard to notice that I'm a naturally quiet guy. I don't really yell a whole lot, so in that aspect, hyper editing just doesn't really make sense. It would be a total WTF in conflicting tones. It wouldn't make sense to have all of these blaring effects while at the same time being quiet and kind of introverted. Maybe if I eventually try to be more outgoing in videos, I may try to incorporate more tropes of hyper editing in the future if I think it's worthy, but at the moment, I just don't think it's gonna work out. Number 3, I don't necessarily enjoy it. I feel like in order not to lose your hobby of making videos, you have to make stuff not only that those who watch you will like, but also content that you like making in general. If you start to work on stuff you hate making, you start to lose your joy in doing it, and then it might stop altogether. That's me when it comes to hyper editing. I don't really like watching videos like that, so why would I enjoy making videos like that? I would much rather put out a video that, yes, while maybe it's not exactly the most stellar looking, I was still extremely happy with how it came out, and I really liked making it, rather than a video with tons of hyper editing, a process I really hated going through, and then begrudgingly putting it up and then repeating the same process like it's a 9-to-5 job. If I like making the videos, that means more will come out more frequently, rather than very infrequently, because I would rather do anything else. Number 4, I feel like there's some charm in no hyper editing. I don't know how accurate this may sound or how weird it may sound, but I tend to find videos without that hyper editing far more enjoyable and relatable than those with it. I understand that hyper editing appeals to younger folk much more, and that's why those types of videos get far more views, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a little bit older? I much prefer videos without those big subtitles, or those needless transitions, or those really loud and shouting-esque voices. It's just more relaxing, and I think relaxing is enough. I don't want to have to shout in my videos, potentially hurt my voice, or spend 5 times the length on videos for effects and transitions that don't even add anything to the point of the video. I think simple is plenty. What about you guys? Do you guys prefer hyper-edited videos or the simpler ones? If you're a fellow content creator, which do you enjoy making more? Let me know in the comments below. That is all for today's content. I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to all the channels in the description and download my texture pack. Have a happy afternoon, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Peace!
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue, like him inside and outside.